When you think about grief and how challenging it is for an adult to deal with it, it's far more challenging for a child because it's not even in their thought process. As an adult, we know it's part of life, but kids don't even think that way. Some of them have a very challenging time. Some of them will act out in school. Some of them will start to do drugs, and in very severe cases, some of them will take their own life. Well, in this video, you're going to meet Susana Morell. She started her own program that helps children to deal with grief so they can avoid getting into some of this other stuff like drugs and bad habits and things like that. But Susana has a great story as well. In fact, I'm going to say that one of the reasons why Susana is doing what she's doing today is because of her past and what she had to deal with. Unfortunately, was not captured in this video. We had such great conversation, which you'll see. So I'm going to have her back on Resilience sometime in the future. But this video is fantastic. Susana is incredible, and her services, what she's doing today to help kids, is making an incredible difference in the lives of children and families as well. So enjoy the video.
Whenever youth age out, the foster system, whenever they age out at 18, they're kind of left, once again, kind of to fall through the cracks. Like, they've been given counseling and resources all through while they've been in school, but once they turn 18, it's kind of like you're on your own. And and maybe they don't have the skill set. Maybe they don't know how to advocate. Maybe they're still going to need that, right? Yeah. I mean, a foster child can go through 12 to 15 homes and before they're 18.
But how does that affect your brother or your sister-in-law? Because even your sister-in-law, even though she was trying to do stuff, she probably didn't realize how close he was. She probably had no idea that he was looking to take his own life. There's a bunch of other stuff going on, but you don't think that's even a possibility. Right. And then when that happens, I would imagine that a parent can't help but to take blame. And again, there's no blame because they didn't know. But is that a natural reaction for a parent to say?
It is a natural reaction that you think, how is it that my son felt he had to hang himself and I have to come home to find him, because that's how she found him. Oh, and my younger nephew to help take him down and then call. So it's just, it's so unfortunate. And yes, there is always to question, what did I do wrong? And just to let her know that ultimately for anybody who takes their life, it isn't what we did wrong. It's at the end of the day, that is the choice that they choose.
What's the one common question that you usually ask somebody when you know they're going through grief? And the question was, and it was something like this, but the question was, how are you doing? Or how are you feeling? And why is that not a good thing to say?
It's not. It comes off as you're just trying to say something just to say something, and you don't have anything helpful to say. Let's be honest. If you're not a trained professional, why are you asking? Because if they did say, no, I'm not, and I'm short on my rent because my husband was the breadwinner, are you going to help them pay their rent?
That's a good.
So you have to be really. The best thing you can say is, I'm thinking of you, and I couldn't even imagine, what you're going through, and would you like to talk about it? A lot of times grieving individuals, they just want to be heard. They want to be acknowledged, but they don't want to feel like you're pitying them or that you're minimizing their grief.
And then this happens. And tell me how you started Shielding Hearts.
I had always had a vision of wanting to be able to make a creative counseling program. So to honor my nephew, I put pen to paper and I just broke down the dialogue of how to be able to, encourage, motivate, give back children their self-worth, and to just really live life for what it is to live life.
Yeah.